Exactly. I mean, that's in a separate, that's
Separate
not in my
category.
budget though.
Right, Sarah? The money we received from Tree Garden for, street signs, what was that, 2,500, what was that?
Yeah, we've used some of that, haven't we?
Yeah,
Okay,
use that for the, no standing signs.
okay. So the signs that we have been buying have been coming out of that and not out of my budget.
Should have been,
It was the safety signs. It's
yeah, safety signs, that's what it is.
not like street signs.
No, safety signs, yeah.
Okay, nothing to do with
But the crosswalk signs.
Just the crosswalk, man.
Yeah.
crosswalk stuff.
Yeah, crosswalk signs, yeah, those, that comes out of that fund.
Okay. But, I mean, regular day-to-day
No,
places, stop
no,
signs.
take care of that.
So where are we at with,
We're on line two, contractual equipment for the
where are we
garage,
staying with $2,000?
Yeah.
More or less?
right?
Okay, contractual equipment is what?
That's on,
Well, that's why I was running.
Fire extinguishers there.
Oh, okay.
Cell
Yeah,
phone,
you can
water,
provide this,
dumpster.
because it follows
I
along
don't
with it.
see equipment, again,
It's contractual, yeah.
contractual items, yeah. That's pretty much set, I mean, don't have much to say about that.
All right, you're keeping the same budget as last year,
Yeah,
okay, fine.
I don't think the fire we just had a fire extinguisher
Service,
service and I think that's pretty much stayed the same, I don't know.
It fluctuates here and there,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think they raised that.
that's an annual charge for fire extinguishers, yeah, okay. All right,
Cell phone, water dumpster, unless that changes, that should be fine.
okay,
Utilities, the same thing, I mean, that's,
slight increase from last year, okay, fine.
I don't have much to say on that.
Mm-hmm.
Along with gasoline, heating, fuel, those are all pretty much set.
So the gas, I thought we reassessed your usage year to date, you were using $160, is $560 needed?
Oh, remember I gave you that changed,
Reapportionment
yeah, and it's gonna be a lot more,
for highway?
yeah. Because they're only using 4%,
Yeah,
but that didn't take into consideration that they were actually mowing the grass and stuff. I can print it again and give you the breakdown of, I have the logs that.
it's no vehicles, you just got like mowers and stuff.
Mower.
Mowers,
Pressure washer,
the leaf,
generators.
Oh, okay,
Leaf
generators,
the
okay,
leaf vac probably is our biggest,
okay, fine.
and the mower.
Currently there's.
Oh, the leaf pack, okay,
The leaf vac,
Chipper too, right? There's a decent,
what's that?
a chipper.
So,
Don't have a
You
chip.
don't
oh,
know.
sure,
Tim, currently they're only paying 4% of it. When I do it, it's up to 10, the police went down, fire went up, and highway went up,
okay,
a decent amount. According to the gasoline log that I
all
have.
right, I guess it's not a big number.
So we feel something about.
But it should still be the same, like from last year, it should be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it should be
No,
that should go up.
no, it should be fine.
Yeah, no, there's no vehicle involved, it's strictly,
Okay,
the leaf vac uses a lot. Probably every time we go out, we put 5 gallons in,
all right, fine.
so that adds up. Okay. Equipment and supplies.
Highway garage, fuel, fuel.
Yeah, $200,000, right, okay.
Yes, gasoline.
Year to date is like three-fourths of the year, okay.
Equipment and supplies, that's garage use things, office supplies, cleaning supplies,
Mhm.
work gear, break room supplies, and then, any type of hardware, anything, nuts, bolts,
Miscellaneous stuff,
wiring,
okay,
anything that we buy for either the, any kind of repairs that we do,
okay,
day-to-day stuff, paint
mm-hmm,
for the trucks. What's next?
repairs and maintenance,
That's garage repairs and maintenance, so anything, that should cover it, because we have the door service once a year, the garage door service, and, everything else is in good shape. I mean,
mm-hmm. So why is it you only spent $100 so far year to date? Is this year end of the fiscal year when you do all this maintenance on
Yeah,
the boiler and the garage door?
yeah, we still have the garage doors to do.
Mm-hmm.
Usually do those before the summer.
Okay,
So, but everything else, the garage is in good shape now. The
Yeah.
door, you know, everything.
new windows, new roof, yeah, okay,
The burner, everything's been serviced, so
okay.
I don't think we'll need much more than that.
Besides the main garage, the garage for the trucks and then the jail, like how are they, I
Yeah.
guess?
They're fine. The jail has the new roof on it. The garage has one little repair that we have to do, but everything else is fine. The doors, there's nothing really in them to go wrong.
You're talking the sliding doors, the great big,
Yeah,
Doors, yeah.
everything's fine.
what's the problem with the roof?
The roof on the jailhouse, we had to replace that a couple of years ago. So that's,
Oh, you said that's a new roof?
yeah,
Okay, fine,
well, 2 years, I think it's
Yeah.
2 years now.
all right,
And there's no wear and tear in those two buildings, so
okay.
I can't see doing any improvements in them.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the doors work and the lights work.
All right.
That's really the only things. The gas pumps, and those are new, so we won't be doing having to do any maintenance on the pumps or
Okay, good.
anything like that. That was done last year and this year, so those are already done. All right. Now, road paving. Are we, I wasn't sure what to do with the money for potholes and things, because that's now gonna be taken care of.
By chips.
Chips,
Right,
so we really can
reduce that.
reduce that.
Well, what else is in that number besides your pothole repair? Where's
The
your,
the only other thing with paving was when we were doing,
Cold patch?
cold patch and, when we were doing drag boxing, but we're really not doing that. We
Mhm.
haven't done that in a couple of years.
Okay, and all the coal patch should be covered,
Cold patch now is covered by chips, so,
right?
it never was.
No, but, you know, I showed you the
Yeah,
form where they said
so-
which was eligible.
Yeah, it's great.
They have a new category, it's called, what, pave our potholes,
So, yeah, so as long as they continue to do that,
yeah.
which it looks like,
So of your $5,000, how much do we still need to leave in there?
I have 7 on
Oh,
Yeah,
wait
I
a
have
minute.
7 on the sheet too, but that might be high.
Oh, 7,000,
Because
I
year to
might
date's
not,
only
I might not have wrote
3,600.
what Bob put on there.
I see, okay, so what should we be putting in, Bob, instead of, you actually brought it down from 10 to 7, now, in light of this POP
I
option,
think we can put it at 5.
5?
You're
Okay,
only at 3,600 year to
yeah,
date.
right, and even there, I think it's included some of the stuff we can get reimbursed,
Yeah,
right? You said 3 pallets of the coal patch,
yeah, we've already used.
yeah,
But, yeah,
all right, so that's like, not quite 1,500.
yeah, it's about 600 a pallet,
Is it 600? Okay.
60 a pallet or something like that.
Nicole showed me the 3,
That changes.
So you want to lower it down to 5?
easily, yeah, should it be
I think we
5?
can,
All right, so leave it 5, yeah, put it to 5.
because you're not gonna pull any road, anything that we pave out of there,
Yeah, right,
because we got, again, chips has been
okay,
covering it with chips.
all right, fine, make that 5. All right, go ahead.
Okay. What's the next one?
It's contractual.
Oh, that's contractual again.
Next page.
Blackboard, road sweeping, catch basin, fire pit.
Now sweeping, we're gonna go from 2 times a year to 3 times a year? Is that here?
Yeah, I brought that up. I want to increase the, bringing in road sweeping 3 times instead of twice.
So the idea is we're gonna do it in the spring.
We'll do it in May,
Yeah, okay,
again in the middle of the spring, and then at the end after leaf season. Once leaf season.
actually, see, it makes sense, doing like May, that is late spring. You think that additional time after that?
Yeah.
So like summer,
So yeah, well, May. I want to get it done now for the summer.
Spring, you gotta do spring.
oh, you do it like now, and then you come back
Spring, well,
again
May,
after this,
beginning of May. You
Okay.
can do it or end of April, something like that.
Yeah.
And this way, you're ready for spring.
Mhm.
And then do it, say, midsummer, and then do it again once,
All right.
once the fall is, the leaves are picked up.
Is what they charge each time?
Because to do it while the leaves are out is a waste of time.
Yeah, I understand that,
That's a
right.
waste
It
of
makes
time.
sense to do it when, because they'll get compressed.
So,
Stick
because we had a
some-
lot of leaves left this year and
Mhm.
stuff that they picked up.
So that's road sweeping?
Yeah,
You've got it down there, and that's 3 times, it's $3,500?
yeah.
All right,
And,
okay. So that's a total of 325 it says here.
Blackboard,
So it shows 10.5, okay. fine.
blackboard
But
is your thing. Catch basin supplies, we're gonna need, the road I'd like to do this year is, Washington.
Washington, yeah.
And that's gonna need to be excavated. Because we've been holding it off and holding it off. But when you look at it carefully, there's 3 catch basins, and 2 of the catch basins are buckled all
Oh,
the way.
really?
So, what we've done when we excavated ourselves a little bit, we found out all that piping is rotted out. So it's
steel
just,
piping,
yeah, it's all steel piping, it's all rotted out.
This is a
And
storm
that's what-
drain.
That's what's made it sink,
So is this on the south side?
yes.
On the south side?
Valley Woodville, is there, in the
Yes.
corner?
Running
Okay.
from whatever it is there, the hunt food
Yeah.
place there, all the
Okay.
way, pretty much to the firehouse.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna dig that up and replace
Well, it
that?
needs to be, yeah, we need to.
How big is that pipe? Storm drain pipe, that's pretty big.
I think that's I think it's 14 inch,
Okay.
but it's corrugated metal and it's just gone.
So 2,000 is enough with.
Well, for the catch
basin
basins.
supplies?
Well, that'll all be covered by chips, isn't it, or not?
Yeah,
Catch basin supplies with it?
well,
Well, it's part of the road.
The excavation itself will be
Covered.
covered. Because it's gonna be it'll be more than a 10-year fix. But
Wait, so you're saying that to dig up the storm drain and replace it, that's not covered by chips?
yeah, it should be.
It should be, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, because
And you do that, or you have to have somebody do it?
we gotta have somebody do that.
Somebody do it.
That's a big job.
Like who?
Well, either,
Or fee, race.
raise.
Oh, okay, fine, so local guys can
We'll
do
have
it.
to go out to bid.
Okay, good,
That's something we'll have to go out to bid.
all right.
Fairly soon, so
Yeah. you
it's
pay-
gotta settle for
Yeah, you do
probably
want to settle.
2
Like how
months
long?
before we do,
Let it rain, just having weather on it,
Weather,
raining
okay.
and just people constantly driving over it over
Huh.
a period of time, a month or two, would be settled forward.
So we have to start making plans for that, because we wanna get
Yeah.
that done, and Scott wants to come and replace all the, shut-off valves.
yeah,
that are-
we can schedule Peckham all the way through September if we want to. I mean, that's
Oh,
not
we will.
something that,
All right,
you
fine.
know, that's one that they did, last year they did September, and it kinda worked out.
So all that work we've been talking about is gonna be covered by chips. What's in this category here that you got?
Well, that's just our regular, if we need to replace catch basin.
Oh, I see, right.
Things like that.
Random things, okay,
Right,
fine.
that's just our regular, which
Yeah.
is about right, I think we replaced 3 or 4 of them.
Okay. And the cleaning is when you have a company come in
The
to
cleaning,
clean.
when the company comes in,
Okay,
that's usually once, it might be a little bit lower than that, because, we did quite a bit this year.
okay,
We don't can't do every one, it'll take them 3 days and that'll kill us. But
All right.
once you do one set, then you can do the next set and back and forth. We got quite a few done this year, so.
okay.
Crosswalk, and that's painting of the crosswalks and the stop bars.
Okay,
We have a few more this year, so the price is going up. We've added a few, and,
okay.
that includes all the handicap painting, they do all that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did that, no? I thought I've seen you just do touch-ups sometimes or something, or
Where was that?
like the curb paint.
He does the
Oh, the
curves.
curb painting,
Yeah,
this is the crosswalks and, all the stop bars and things.
Gotcha.
And again, for those who don't know, if some of them look like they haven't been done in 2 years, because they're state crosswalks. Anything that comes to the Franklin Avenue is not ours.
Yeah.
I know it looks terrible if faded, but.
Yeah, it does look terrible.
Oh, yeah, but you plug them as much, and they're on a schedule to do it every 2 years.
Mm.
We
Okay,
do
this
it,
one- okay,
we do
every
it
2
every
years?
year,
Okay,
but,
Oh, right on that one.
mm-hmm,
the only one we took over is the one crossing into Tribute Gardens.
oh, is that right?
Yeah, we did it because it never gets done and there's so
It's a
much
nice long
traffic,
one,
there's
yeah,
so many
right.
people
That's
going
a important
across
one.
there
Yeah,
with
sure.
carriages and stuff,
Yeah.
so we just painted it.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't go and try, it wasn't like another $500.
Yeah, okay.
So Bobby, you're saying it takes more than 2, like what they're supposed to do every 2 years, but.
Yeah, but it doesn't get done. I mean, it called once, I don't know when this was done last. Probably been.
All right, so will you call in and let me know if I can call?
Yeah, you can,
All right.
you can call. I mean, they
All right,
put you
let's
on-
do that,
You're on a
yeah.
schedule, that's what they tell you.
Is that right? Okay.
But now this will be year 3. So they might come into, I mean, I don't know.
I know the
It's
schedule
not
for
there.
paving Franklin. Franklin's getting kind of ratty.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No,
Wait till we're done with the sidewalks and paving.
true, that's right.
Yeah. They're patching a little here and there, but it's,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's just terrible.
All right, so we're okay with the 10-5 for the streets actual expenses? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this leaves and grass brush dumping, so far so good. I mean, again, they
Yeah, I
haven't
understand.
told us we can't. And I guess
Yeah.
we'll just leave it that way until we're
Assume the
told,
best, sure.
until we're told we can't.
Did
All
you
right.
wanna add the 450 in there?
450, what is that?
For what?
Leaves, oh, so you're not dumping there?
No, we are, we're still
Well,
dumping.
everything's going to Hitchcock, so that's why he shows nothing in that line.
Yeah, we're not being charged, but in the future it could happen. Hopefully it's not this year. But I've heard of all kinds of stuff. You heard anything?
No, you deal with too much.
Now supposedly this, the kid, whoever has it is selling it.
The kids.
I heard that,
Yeah.
but that,
Pat, you guys storing equipment there?
Mhm.
No, okay, fine.
I don't know if that's true.
Grass, is that grass from like village lawns that you guys mow?
No,
What else?
the grass should not be included there.
Yeah,
But
that's just leaves in the brush.
people put their grass in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
No, our grass, we don't collect that. It's mulch. But leaves and brush, we do.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what that will cost if we have to.
Diesel,
Diesel is diesel.
all right, fine, go ahead. Equipment supplies, did you drop that down?
No, it's up.
Oh, it's up. Why is equipment supplies up?
Well, because it's, you budgeted 1,650 last year and you're $1,700 over.
This year.
Yeah, that kind of includes a lot, especially if we're gonna be changing a lot, I don't know if we're gonna be changing a lot of signs over this year.
Well, signs is a big portion of it.
Oh, the signs are in there? Oh, there it is, okay.
Signs are in there.
Signs are only 500.
What was the estimate for the, putting up those 25-mile-an-hour signs we had?
Well, that's, I think, why we're over.
So
No, we haven't done that yet. Isn't one?
No, for the other signs that we already got. For the VMT stuff, right, those are all the signs,
For the what?
vehicle traffic law stuff, those
Yeah,
are all
we
those.
Oh,
changed-
those, yeah,
we
sure, those
changed
signs.
over a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
signs,
true.
so-
We did.
Which we're, usually you don't change, they change 5 signs a year.
No, we will be adding signs this year with the 25-mile-an-hour thing.
So you might wanna up that,
Up that, yeah.
Well, I think you have, right?
well,
The 4,200?
It's not a lot for
no,
every road sign in the
what
village.
is,
Oh, I'm looking at the total, all right.
Okay,
What's
good.
that?
look at that.
Oh my god.
You guys might have to go out and file there, Bob.
What's that?
It's sleeting and snowing.
That'll be all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Keep the sand.
It's not collecting on the grass, it'll
Yeah,
be all right.
it just started.
Okay, good. All right, so is that a good number, 4,200, Bob?
Yeah, I think so. So the paint. It's fine.
So 500 is enough for signs?
I don't know how many we're changing this year. The 30-mile-an-hour, those aren't that, there's not that many of them. I think there's only like 5 or 6 of them that we're changing.
And how
Well,
much of it is
if the
signs?
state reduces Franklin, I think you're right. If they don't, then we have to put signs at each of the entrances from Franklin into the village street,
That wouldn't be done, that wouldn't be
you
safe.
know? No, because we're changing the law.
Yeah.
If the state reduces it, they'll put a new sign, and we don't need to put anything on the side streets off of Franklin. That was the condition we had on this, that's why we waited to put the signs up until we get from the
What are
state.
they average a sign, $50 for the shipping?
For that side, yeah, it'll be about, I think they're like 55. Yeah, that's it, they want, that's,
I think we should put another 500,
Yeah, I think
Alright.
1,000 sounds,
make 1,000, make that total
Yeah.
4,700.
Make it 5,200 maybe?
We're at,
Or,
No,
Yeah.
500, so
47.
47.
oh,
Yeah,
47.
4,200 goes
Yeah,
to
you're just adding
4,700.
500.
yeah. Okay, all right. Repairs and maintenance,
alright. So, small engine, repair and maintenance, again, that's, chainsaws, that type of thing.
yeah, all right, fine, okay. Training.
And we do all that, we do all the maintenance on that, so there's nothing that gets sent out, so there's no repair. for that.
Okay,
Alright, so that's good.
mm-hmm,
There is no, we've never spent any money on training, but, I mean, haven't in a long time, I don't know if there's anything,
okay.
Question, do any of you guys have a CDL?
Jeff.
Because you needed to operate that international, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
so training, if you wanna just leave that, I mean, they do offer training, the new guy might
mm-hmm,
wanna go to one of the training centers.
Sure, okay.
That they have,
you guys don't do any like routine safety training?
not that we pay for,
Oh, is that right? Okay. Defensive driving, that kind of stuff is
that's
done.
all.
Oh, okay, fine,
Well, we pay, well, the defensive driver, we pay for ourselves.
yourself,
Yeah.
oh, all right.
This last one we have, they don't do it at the town anymore, so.
All right, let's talk about vehicle repair and maintenance.
Okay, leaf box truck, which is the oldest truck, I have 2004. The new truck obviously is, hopefully it's not gonna need any repairs. But we still should, you know, a window gets broken, something
Mhm.
like that, we should have something there. The 2015 is now gonna be 9 years old, and that's the truck that's gonna be needing the most maintenance, so that's why I made that 5,000.
Mhm.
Luckily, we're getting rid of the 11, which is taking up most of the repair budget this year.
Okay,
2019, same thing, that truck is pretty new and is in good shape, the International is brand new. But again, we need that money for, it's going in right now, it's gonna be going in tomorrow for its servicing, which is about $1,200.
oh, is that right?
And servicing is just filters, fuel, fuel filters, diesel filters,
The
oil,
service of it.
it's,
$1,200, huh?
yeah,
The service of it?
yeah.
How
Who is
long-
that, Bob?
The filters are about.
Who services it?
Delhat,
And how often do you do that?
once a year.
Okay,
do you guys
Like-
service any of the vehicles or not? You
No.
send everything out and do?
Yeah, everything's farmed out. As far as that type of service, because the diesel stuff, we don't, I mean, if you looked at the gas tank on that truck, there's more hoses going into that thing. And emission, and that includes emissions and all that stuff too. There's more emissions on these trucks, which is
All right.
ridiculous.
but if it's costing $1,200, why do you put 2,000 in for that?
So, yeah, and it won't need anything else, I mean, it's not gonna need
All right, well,
tires or anything like that.
so we can talk about dropping that down, but go ahead.
The backhoe, occasionally it needs repairs. Right now, it's getting new tires. I wanna put, the new tires are in that 2,000, and that's $1,200
Okay,
for new tires. It's getting a major repair this week or next week, but that's on that'll be last year's budget. When I say major repair, it's probably gonna be about 600 or 700.
okay,
And we do the oil and changes on the backhoe. We don't send that out. We do that in-house. And the sanders and the plows, again, a new chain on the sander, something like that goes. Luckily, all the sanders are gonna be, with this new truck,
Mhm.
all the sanders will be new except for the one on my truck.
Okay,
So we won't be seeing much maintenance on that.
good.
You ready? To the next page.
Yeah, we're on the same category, but yeah, go to the next page.
With the line you see for tires, I've got that included.
Yeah, so that, we
on
should
each
take it out,
truck,
right,
so
because
we
you're
can
double
take
count.
that out.
Okay,
Same thing with oil and lube. 'Cause that's regular servicing. And every truck goes in every year for servicing.
okay.
We don't let that,
So that 3,300, plus the fact that we should reduce the international's maintenance from 2,000 down to 1,200, can we take 4,000 off of that total list?
you could, yes.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so we should reduce that 23,900 down to 20.
Sorry.
Oh, you all agree?
19.9 or 20?
Let's make it 20. I sold 5,000 from last year's budget, but
Oil and lube, you take that out of there too.
yeah, I did, right.
Just 20 flat.
Hmm?
20 flat, right?
Yeah, 20 flat, yeah, for the whole category. All right, go ahead. Trees,
Trees, I increased the cutting and removal
mm-hmm,
because we're going over every year.
Yep.
And we're finding more and more, I mean, they give us a good rate
mm-hmm,
and we're still going over. There's trees that should be down right now that we're not, but hopefully with this tree committee, from what I heard, is reducing the trees that we're responsible for.
that's what I requested, that they change from this 25 feet from the center line to
So if
more
we do
I
that,
hope so.
reasonable.
It's ridiculous.
that's gonna save a lot. I think that'll save us a lot of money.
Yeah,
I mean, we're cutting trees down that are 15 feet into people's yards. I mean, it's,
I don't know about that.
some of these roads are narrow.
Okay, but, I mean, 15 feet for the other side of the trunk, but for the front side of the trunk, which is where they measured to.
In the truck.
Trunk,
Oh,
all right?
well, yeah.
Okay, that's where we measured to the first side of the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where did the number come from initially?
good question.
Who knows? That was, again,
I've seen other municipalities use that number, but I don't know where it comes from.
It's not a bad thing.
I mean,
No, it's not in any of our documentation, no.
I mean, to me, I suggested to the tree committee that we cover the stuff that's between the sidewalk and the curb,
Mhm.
which is all right away. And I think they're doing 6 feet.
Yeah, look at 6 feet from the curb, from the edge of the street.
From the edge of the street.
Yeah.
So that's something you guys can
Well,
decide.
let them do their assessment and come back to us.
Ultimately decide on.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it should be a lower, if we do that, it should be lower, no?
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, this number, if that's, I didn't know about this 6 feet thing until
Yeah.
yesterday.
Hmm.
But that should be, well, we've already trimmed it, Franklin Avenue, it's
Right,
not
that's
gonna be, need to be done next year.
Mm-hmm,
Unless you wanna do up by where, that side where you live, but I don't think they're really.
no, those are, no,
Those
I'm
are
just worried about the businesses, that those trees were hanging over their roofs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that,
Up by me, there's plenty of space between the sidewalk and the house,
Yeah.
that's not a problem.
so that should, yeah, so that, you could bring that back down. I wouldn't go much below 12 though.
12, no, you're saying 19, the question is, it was
Well, no, I was
17.5.
talking about the cutting and removal.
Oh,
Gotcha.
It's good to have that emergency built in.
yeah, I
there.
agree, right,
Might not use it, but we did use, this year, they did come out a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And, the stump grinding, that's,
That's be part and parcel of taking out a tree.
again, that, if we're not doing in the
Mhm.
people's yards, that's gonna cut down, on that too, but. So you could probably bring the 19 down to 16.
So we all think
Yes.
17.5. What it was.
17.5 it was, yeah.
I mean, they charge us $3,000 a day,
Mm-hmm.
which gets us usually 5 trees. Which usually takes about 5 trees, unless it's some enormous
Mm-hmm.
thing like that. So you're talking 15, maybe 15 trees.
We usually get more than one tree in a day, right?
Oh, you get
Yeah.
5.
Okay, 5 in a day,
You
yeah,
know, you
okay.
get 5 in a day. Yeah.
Can we pencil in 16 and ask, we can talk to Mike to see if, they have any kind of big
Sure, we
things in
can
the
do
pipeline.
that, yeah.
I know they've got 4. that
4,
can
we
come
have
down.
4 that they're talking about that need to come down.
I wonder if those 4 will be covered by this new measurement.
2 will.
Yeah, the 2 worst ones I can think of, definitely, one on Elm and one on Ruth Court. I don't know what the other 2 were out there,
I'm
up
not sure
on,
what he's,
yeah, I don't know what the other 2 are. Good. All right, sure, we can leave it at 16, I'll talk to Mike and see what the shade tree plan is. So reduce it to 16. Okay, go ahead. Chips, that's just a pass-through number, whatever the revenue is equal to the expense, let's move on from that.
what I want to do this year is, like I said, Washington,
Mm-hmm,
a full mill and pave.
mm-hmm,
I want to chip seal Maple,
okay,
that's like 2 rows.
yeah, sure.
You know, 'cause
Go
we
ahead,
pave it in 2 steps, but we'll chip
Do it all at
seal it
once.
in 1. So they came out yesterday to look at it. I don't have a number yet.
Okay,
If the number is good, I'd like to get 1 other road chip seal.
So for chips, with all of the like chips, Pig New York, POP, the total we have is $112,495.
So we should be in
just
good
make sure
shape,
that'll
yeah.
cover that, yeah.
all right, so the bottom line is we're only gonna do it if we have the money for it in chips.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
Like I said, we have.
and you need to include in there the cost to redo the storm drain too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's something we gotta get that number.
Yeah.
And, I already have them doing a number for the chip sealing. If we have enough money, I'd like to chip seal in front of the firehouse, that area there from Franklin to the whole curve. 'Cause that was-
Where?
That's paved, at the fire, in front of the firehouse.
oh, you're talking about Front Street?
Yeah,
Oh, Front Street, okay.
well, yeah,
But to the Franklin.
just the Franklin.
Yeah, okay,
If we pave that.
South side of.
Yeah, that's
All right.
almost 9, that's 8 years ago, and that hasn't been chip sealed, so that needs it, especially with the firehouse being there, that's a lot of traffic. Hopefully we'll have enough, we should.
okay, and then paved is Washington. Okay,
All right, on to the summer. I increased it to 35 for the salt because they're anticipating an increase in price.
mm-hmm,
But that's not in stone yet.
so,
In
okay.
stone, yeah.
So most of the 37,000 is salt for the roads. We've used 21,000 year to date, right? That's the number you got from the town.
21,000 year to date,
Yeah.
so we're way under,
Mhm.
we're way under, and that probably gonna be close to the final figure.
We hope.
Yeah, right.
You know? Yeah, it looks like it.
Stop work.
The Kubota repair and maintenance is it's maintenance. It goes in every year for
Okay,
maintenance. And calcium chloride is minimum because I still have 3/4 of the tank.
yeah, I know the tank's pretty
sitting
full.
there.
Yeah, okay.
So, hopefully we don't, next year, we're not gonna go through all that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's smart to budget for the 37,000 just in case we don't know what the worst gonna be. Right, go ahead.
All right, so we're all right with that?
Yep.
So, repair and maintenance on the sidewalks. We got a number.
Wait,
in-
you skipped street lighting.
Where is, was that?
Oh, because it's reversed on the scheme.
Oh, okay,
Street lighting?
yeah.
Well, I don't have,
No, the only thing I want to say to the board about that is, I'd like to add 2,000 to that to cover the cost of us picking up the pay of the lights around the village green. This is the thing the NBA is paying for.
On the top of that.
Oh, that's right. So the breakdown is, if we convert to LED lights for the tree at the top, the cost will be $500 a year.
Yeah.
And the cost to do the lights around the village green based on last year's bills is $1,500. So the total will be $2,000 for the two things.
We'll increase
Any problem with that?
6,044.
what's the, what big tree? What do we,
The tree at the top of the hill, right now it costs over $1,000 a year for them to run the electric up there,
oh, for the Crips, for,
which covers the Welcome to Millbrook sign and the Christmas tree.
oh, okay.
But the biggest part of that, the bill shows you that in November, December, and January, it really jumps up. The reason is because we've got the Christmas tree lit with the old incandescent lights. So if we work to get those lights replaced with LEDs, which is what we're gonna do this year, that'll drop that bill down.
So the lights around the green, we determined that those are,
Yeah, so the NBA was paying for the stuff at the top of the hill, the lights around the green, and the electric for the,
Joy trees.
for the,
The one at the top.
farmer's market, yeah. And so, what we agreed was that the tree guard would take care of
What's at the farmer's market, sorry?
the power, the lights, not the lights, the electric that's used to power the farmer's market. You know, back of the trees right there in the green, right next to the parking lot, there's a power panel.
Yeah.
So tree guard is gonna take over that from the NBA.
Paying for that.
They're gonna pay for that.
Right, we shouldn't be paying for that.
No, and so we agreed to pay for the cost of the lights around the village green and for the power up the top of the hill. And just to let you know, I did go to the condominium association and say, hey, what if, for $500 a year, why don't you guys, let's just hook the lights into your power? They've got a box up there too. And when they got back to me today, they said, no, they didn't want to do that.
So is the electric gonna stay in their name, they're gonna give us the bill?
No, we're just gonna change over to our name.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to the NBA about that, as long as the board's okay with it. Okay.
That's our property, right?
Yeah, it is. So by right, it
Should be ours.
goes there, but yeah. So that's an additional 2,000. So I'm gonna change that number from 42,000 to 44,000. All right.
so, and the LED conversion?
That's just we're working with Rob Dyson. We're gonna ask him to give us the same set of lights he uses for the tree down there for you guys to put up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just don't go put up your lights up. And we'll get that close with Rob Dyson.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, Bob. Sidewalks, CE.
All right, sidewalks. We got a price a couple months ago to do more sidewalk grinding
Mm-hmm.
of, I believe it was 10.5. And if we, that's why that's figured in there.
Mm-hmm.
If we, I mean, we don't have to do that, but that's what it cost us this last one, and that's what they do with the estimate for what we figured out.
What do we budget for the work for you guys to go replace tabs?
I budgeted 2,000.
That's in this line here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That grinding, is that the rest of the village, or would there still be more after this round?
Unfortunately, there's always going to be more because of the trees. Some of the grinding that's already been done, we had to have redone. Some of it is just, we eliminated a lot with the sidewalk now.
Yeah. Down there. Yeah.
We got
For the time being.
that eliminated, well, it was quite a bit there.
Yeah.
Those were terrible. But then they started to get back.
It's just like an annual thing we should be expecting to do, just because every spring we find that the trees have lifted the sidewalks to a certain degree.
But I think
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
is,
Right.
if we haven't done this year, that's gonna knock out, the next time we do it won't be as much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're eliminating a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's some that just, you know,
All right, but the pad replacement, that's within here. That's covered by you guys doing that. Right?
yeah.
Okay. Good. Alright,
Okay, street lighting,
So we're sticking with 13.
yeah, let's, well, yeah, increase it from 10 to 13, yeah. Now, the new dump truck. So this fiscal year, this coming fiscal year, we're gonna have to pay the last payment on the fire dump truck and the first payment on the new dump truck, right? So I wanna make sure that when we get the new dump truck here, we auction off the old one, and we put that against the cost of the first payment for the new dump truck. Okay,
But we're budgeting both.
we're budgeting both, yeah.
Okay.
But I wanna make sure that we get the old one sold in the next fiscal year after June 1st. And that money goes to pay most of the first annual payment for the new dump truck.
and I think we should do pretty good on that.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Um,
You're gonna have the sander on there, you're gonna have the plow on
sander
it,
and the plow, and
20,000.
I'm thinking pretty close to that.
20?
That sounds good to me.
I'll have to buy it.
Yeah, probably will.
I'm gonna have them set a minimum of 15,
Okay,
but I think we should get that.
alright, so Karen, how do we budget that? I wanna make sure that's.
That's pretty good. They
We'll
get
bring
good-
it in as sale of
Somehow they
equipment.
get good
As
prices
what?
on
We'll
stuff.
just bring it in as 2660 sale of equipment in a revenue account, and then it'll be in the 60.
Okay, fine, so you put it in there for
Following
revenue.
year, we'll just remove it.
Okay,
Did
good.
you talk to the fire department about what you,
Oh, selling their pickup truck.
like we do at the same time?
Yeah, when do we wanna do that, this year or next
I
fiscal
thought
year?
you wanted to do it for June.
For June, okay. That's a good idea,
Yeah, if you want the revenue.
Yeah.
June, for next year.
okay.
So is that when you want this truck?
Yeah, next year,
So
next fiscal year.
wait till June to auction it off? Okay,
Yeah. Even if the new one shows up here, I don't wanna sell the old one until we can count it for next fiscal year.
All right, so that, because he's bugging me, he already heard it. You guys ready yet? I'm going to take the pictures. I said, no.
And so for the fire department's pickup, we wanna do that for next fiscal year too?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you wanted
In
to,
June.
yeah, it was.
I'll make sure I contact Don about that. Okay, good.
Yeah, we're gonna just leave this sander on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Plow on,
plow on.
and
Yeah.
Just let them come do their thing.
Anything else you want on Pat?
Anything else I want to know?
It's still a good truck, it's just tired.
All right, good, let's go
So
on.
for somebody, a landscape, somebody
Yeah,
like that, oh
exactly.
my God.
It's different than a fire truck. And, you know,
No, that's
it's-
right.
Everyone can use it. A lot
So
more
that's
people looking
it.
for a dump truck than a fire truck. Yep.
All right, so anything else for Bob? Let's just go through what the other papers we have here. This is the payoff schedule for the 2020, well, that's the new one. Yeah, that's a 5-year plan, all right. So this is the payoff, the final payoff for the prior one. Okay. So the new one's gonna be, 28,400. All right, so we have the delta zero, we're gonna work on it. All right, good.
And the new truck, I went to see it the other day, and, it's got a little plow equipment on it already. And it's all set up for that, and now it's going in to have everything else put on, so we should have it hopefully next month.
But the first payment isn't until the next fiscal year, right?
First payment,
First payment on the new truck won't be until the next fiscal year.
it will be, this one, right? This coming one? We just did it,
It'll be a year from when you did it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so we just did
Which
it.
says, it says February of 2025.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one is July of 2024. Yeah, so that's both in the same fiscal year, okay. All right, any other questions for Bob? All right, good, thanks, Bob.
Alrighty,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, so can you leave so we can reduce all your numbers?
Now, I'm gonna get questions tomorrow,
Right, who?
boys. Was anything discussed about raises?
No.
Okay.
Discussion about raises will be at next Wednesday's meeting, executive session, we'll come out of that, and then we'll feed the information into these folks here, and we'll then compile it and total budget for us. Now, we're inviting all the department heads for the next meeting, right?
Is that what we're doing, all that?
Right, we're gonna go up there, right?
Next meeting, what was,
Next Wednesday.
27.
and that meeting is the finalize, what is,
It's gonna be the roll-up, it may not be the final, depends on how far off we are.
What's first, executive session or department?
Executive session first, yeah. We'll agree on salaries, so we'll take that in, bring it out as executive session, have them put it into the database, and see what the rules are about. All right,
oh, that's the 27th,
Correct.
here at 6.
I don't know.
Here at 6. Okay, let's go to front office.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
So,
Appreciate it.
Okay, who's gonna walk us through this?
What do you want to know?
Line by line.
Alright,
Let's talk about the village board's contractual equipment went up $1,000.
okay, well, we added, community day stuff. And I think we upped the meeting supply stuff.
All right, so there's details associated with that, because we're all here somewhere, I guess.
Yes.
where was community day before? Was it somewhere else or?
Wasn't,
We didn't really
We didn't budget.
Yeah.
push for it.
So you showed 800 for community day?
we can reduce it, but I think,
Mm-hmm. You know what we spent on it last year?
I think it was around 6, but I'm not sure.
Bugs, pens,
Yeah,
that
candy,
kind of stuff.
giveaways.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And it was smaller last year, so it's gonna grow.
Oh right, yeah, it rained.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. All right, go on. Mayor's CD, I see you cut that down $250. Okay, thanks a lot for that.
Do you wanna
That's
keep it
fair.
at that?
That's
I was
fair.
trying to
No.
save some money.
What do you need printer ink for, Tim? Come on.
Printer ink, really? Jeez. Yeah, how about
You
that?
always
You
use
have your own
printer every
dedicated
single
printer.
time.
I do, you're right. Okay. All right, I'll just suck it up and take in that
I
$250.
had the 250 back in there for you.
All right,
He's
fine.
the mayor.
Okay, clerk treasury equipment.
We don't have anything per se. I don't know if we need anything. I kept it the same as last year. In case something.
Like, what would be in there?
Say the laptop breaks, say whatever.
You don't have an IT line for that?
No, well, I have, there's others, there is,
It's pretty tight though.
yeah,
Okay, fine, something else,
I mean,
okay.
it's,
Just that we needed.
Well, circuit, we'll see.
yeah.
All right, go on. Contractual equipment, that's something pretty straightforward. Okay.
Yeah. That went up a little bit.
All right, fine.
Um,
Training,
Training, we up training,
no, that's good.
and Sarah went to Nikon.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to go.
I'm trying to encourage you.
Yeah, I think you should. Okay, all right.
Is anyone a notary? Okay.
Karen is too.
Oh, you are too? Yeah.
Aren't you Tim?
Huh?
Aren't you?
I let my thing expire.
Yeah.
I went to the Nikon thing and they said, here's what it is, want to take a test? I said, sure, why not? I'll take the test. Passed. Got my thing. Been on it for like 3 years.
Vicky, I didn't have to take the test.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's right, you guys don't, right? If you're a lawyer,
Fill it
you
out. All you gotta do is fill out a form.
Yeah,
I
for a
can't
lawyer.
read it now.
Yeah. Don't do it, you'll just run your thing.
Next.
It's true.
Alright, next,
Okay, next, after training,
that's all on you.
So attorney,
I think we should keep it there. I mean, the railroad budget this year, a lot of the updates to the local laws require legal. I think we'll just keep it there, 17.5.
Alright, the personnel CDs is what we pay for paychecks,
Paychecks, okay. There you go, all right.
the reports, they're all the reporting. What's the next?
Engineer consultant, we don't really use that anymore, right?
No, I put it down to 500 just in case we have something come up.
so like a random survey, we do that, or.
Alright,
Yeah.
fine.
Anything water sewer related would be on that budget.
That would be, water sewer, yeah.
Record management, we increased that because that includes the intergrade of the E-code for 3,400.
Oh, yeah, we want to do that. That's where we officially update Eco 360
Alright.
and capture all the changes we made to local laws. We've done really a lot of improvements to the local laws in the last couple of years, and I think this is a way to just get it, make it official. So the online version
Yeah, I
looks like
think
what
the
the
last
official is.
time was like 2022.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like
We got a few.
I think
Yeah.
we're going to do that.
What's the wish list difference between general E-code and?
Well, that's our yearly, what they charge us for our subscription.
Or just holding
Just
it.
to have it.
Got it.
Or you give access to whatever, all the things that they do on their. Okay.
Public info, that's basic, that's our website, the storage for part of that, the files, and Blackwood is split between us, sewer.
Yeah, we split that cost there. Okay. All right, no more thorn. Village hall.
Equipment, it's in case something happens, but I think there's.
What was the actual back in 2022? 3,300.
I don't know at this moment in time, I can
Okay.
go with.
All right, fine.
It might have, I
It
don't
was
know.
like a,
Huh?
like, did we have something with like pillars
Oh, I don't know.
some repair, I think we had some sort of upgrade or something.
Oh, is that right?
The
Okay.
water fountains.
No, it wasn't that, that was only like, I think that was like 12 months, I don't even know,
And that was just last year, I think.
No, that was last year.
that might have been repaired, that might have been in repairs of the.
All right,
I'm not
fine.
really sure.
So we spent nothing this year. All right.
No, I mean, like, we're 250, but it's something, but like, it's.
Yeah, sure, I understand.
Contractual, I reduced that
Took it down
because.
700.
What did I get? I took out something. Oh, the extra cleaning. I took out extra cleaning because they're not here for the gym.
Yeah, good. All right. Makes
That was
sense.
a reduction in that.
All right, good.
Utilities. The electric was cheaper this past year, so I took an average between last year and this year.
Okay.
The next one I don't want to talk about.
So that's just basically the estimated cost of the hall and something in there just in case there's any heating of the gym required to keep it
I would have liked
functioning.
12,000.
I'm sorry?
I would have liked to have 12.
No, I think
with them.
even 10 is a little high.
So that's that.
The idea is if someone comes to use the gym, they're going to pay for the cost of heating, so it's going to be neutral to us. And the 10,000 just respects the fact that I think in the past we were counting some of the monies that were kept under the gym thing were really to heat the office.
It was also a warm winter. So what
Well, I
was
don't say
that?
this year, sure.
Yeah.
Any problem with 10,000? That's fine. Go ahead.
So then repairs, maintenance,
Yeah, the boiler, sure. 2 of them.
that's
Okay.
just, I reduced it.
Mhm.
I didn't use much yet this year, but you just don't know.
Okay.
Central storeroom, that's just all of our printer rental, that includes ink, water cooler.
Does that include the reduced price where you get the print?
Well, yeah, I kind of average it because it was like 140 or whatever, but then depending on how many pages we print,
Yeah.
they charge us then for the ink, so every now and then, like, I think quarterly, we'll get a bigger bill for the ink stuff.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right.
Can we back up 1 second? I just have a question. Do we have to heat the gym at all, even if no one's using it?
No, they're going to recommend we turn it on every so often just to keep the boiler running. So the answer is no.
You need to make sure that
There's no water
that thing is not kicking
It's
on.
steam.
No, but there's no water,
It's
just
set
on that
for-
side of the gym, there's
No,
no water.
there's no water there. This is basically
I'm
water
only-
here.
No, I'm only asking, cause I'm, like,
Pipes.
you gotta keep it heated for lines freezing.
No, I'm telling you, it's steam,
Okay.
so there's no water in the lines except some residual. They recommend we just exercise it every so often to keep the water, so that the gaskets don't dry out. So, yeah, we minimize the amount, there will be some, but it's really minimal. And now that you put online, so we can watch,
Which is
Usage.
weird, I might wanna reset that, because it keeps saying no usage, and it's whole license, so I don't know why
Did
it's
you
not.
get it? You connected
yeah, okay,
online?
It's been connected, yeah,
And is it off?
it's at 40, well, it's not off, it's at, it's at,
Yeah, like
well,
emergency.
that's as low as
it's
it
on,
goes.
on
Right.
Echo.
It's not gonna kick on just for one cold night. Because it's not gonna, it doesn't get down to, it's not gonna get down to 40 in that room. Just with one cold night. It'll take a while. There's all this heat on this side, and
Right, that should help, yeah.
it sort of leaks in
And
a
clear such
little
right of the
bit.
water too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch it and we're gonna minimize it. Alright? So next year we're gonna come back and we're gonna say, 10,000, we're gonna cut that down.
Okay,
We'll see. One of us is gonna say, told you so.
I'm not opening my mouth.
Okay, fine. Alright, go ahead.
Central
Data
Starter.
processing.
Oh, wait, oh, we did Central Starter, right? Yep.
Yep.
Central Print Mail,
That's just miscellaneous
I
stuff.
upped it a little bit because postage went up. I upped it like $50.
Okay, fine.
Data processing, equipment. That's in case like, phone system. We just got that letter saying that it's no longer supported, so if something happens, we're gonna have to pay for
Yeah, sure.
that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Saying it's computer breaks, that, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Data processing contractual, our Adobe, all of our software, Adobe, Microsoft Enhanced, and then like 10 hours of NetEffects.
I haven't been using NetEffects, but what do we use them for? That's when there's a problem with what?
Any kind of networking thing,
Networking,
servers and
okay.
stuff, yeah.
So it's been pretty quiet, right? Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
they just upgraded our server.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
The new server, okay,
Yeah,
good.
so usually
How do you guys like it? Is it better? Your server?
Yeah, I mean,
Faster or?
that I couldn't tell you, because I mean, we just look at this.
Yeah, they don't really use it for, like, they're not playing the games on it, so they don't really care
Not
about
gaming.
performance.
No,
Hopefully.
I'm not getting a little bit.
No, so it's basically day in,
Got
day
Grand
out.
Theft Auto going.
Yeah,
Coming out.
okay, go ahead.
What do we got?
Contractual.
Awards.
Awards. What's in there, awards?
So installation
okay,
dinner
sure.
stuff, rescue squad, we have retirement coming up.
Okay, fine. Why does it say 650 on the detail and 600 on the,
Um, I can put it doesn't matter.
well, just make it equal.
Make them equal, okay, so it'll be 600.
All right, liability insurance went up 7%, that's what that shows, right?
Where, hold on, 600. On account, yeah, the insurance,
Yeah, that's liability insurance.
it actually went down.
It went down from what we had, budgeted,
Yes,
but it went up from the actual,
yes,
7%.
oh, it's 7%.
Okay,
The dues, that's something that's what they are.
yeah, that's Nikon.
Okay, so the taxes,
That's gotta come down.
I have it at 1,700.
All right, so that's because of the,
We had 4 properties in the town.
right, we moved 3 of them off the books, and one of them got reassessed down, so that's the effect of so school and, property,
School and downtown.
yeah, school and town, right?
That
Town
was,
slash county.
that was an additional almost $1,600.
Okay, so that number should be 1,500, should be down to 7,100, right?
Well, I could set it.
Yeah, 7,100, okay, good.
wait a second, I wanna double check that. Do you have those papers I gave you?
Yeah.
Did I reverse that? Cause that's what, I should reduce this by $1,700, right?
No,
Did I do it right?
the total should be 17.
I believe you're right. I'm right. Who knows?
You're right, how much? It should be 1,700.
Okay, I am right. I'm second guessing myself now. Alright.
Oh, right. Yeah, here. It's 1550.
Right, that's what the school and that.
And, yeah, so you put
Okay,
1,700.
oh yeah, that's right. Okay, we reduced the other ones. Okay. Sorry.
So it's 1,700. That's good.
Long STR, that's you guys.
All right, so Peter, STR, we're gonna talk about this. The problem we have with STR is, this is for next year's budget. We're planning for the expenses of going out and doing the inspections and, any follow-up inspections, investigations, whatever. But the problem is, right now, we're gonna take all the revenue in this fiscal year, this current one. So we end up with extra revenue here, with virtually no expenses, and no expenses next year with no revenue. All right.
Wait,
Yeah, one alternative would be to wait till June 1st. Just so we have much more. We're thinking about trying to get this online end of this month. So we're waiting 2 more months.
I think Granicus will take a little bit. I mean, I don't know if it'll take that long, but
Okay,
it's no harm in waiting.
all right, fine. That make it clear from an accounting point of view. Revenue and expenses being the same year. The other thing, it also lends the question about next year. So by going for 1 year, $1,000 permit, which is good for 2 years, we show all revenue in 24-25. We show no revenue in 25-26 when they're going to be re-inspected. Now we wanted to charge them for the cost of re-inspection, which will cover the cost of. The inspection permit fee for the second year would cover the inspection. It wouldn't cover any investigation or things like that.
Permit fee should cover the inspection.
Yeah,
It's not every
For the first year.
yeah,
The second year is only $100, right?
yeah, right.
150.
150. Is that what it is? Okay.
I just have a question, why wouldn't we do 500 a year?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm just asking because by doing it every 2 years, you're kind of loading up 24, 25 on the revenue side, estimating your revenue, and then 25, 26, you're just gonna estimate that.
The thinking was that we just, I mean, it's a little late now for everybody.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
We wanted to make it easier for people
Yeah.
and not burden them every year.
Every other-
So that was like a give to these owners. So they didn't have to do this process every year. Other municipalities have done it that way as well. And
Yeah,
it wasn't
I've
even,
Think
I
about
didn't
the
even,
accounting.
I didn't even think about the accounting end.
No.
Okay, the
I
admin
understand.
portion of it is not on.
No. Already done
I mean, the law.
We've already announced it that way, yeah.
it, if you've already done it.
Yeah, you gotta stick with
I
it.
mean, it would have been probably cleaner to do 500 a
Mhm.
year, and then you had a good,
$100 inspection. or-
yeah, then you had a good, you know, anticipated revenue
Mhm.
for both years.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna make you anticipate more in 24, 25, and then less in.
I say, given what we've done so far, let's stick with this. Maybe in 2 years, the next administration will talk about doing it that way, annual. But I agree, at this point, it's gonna wait to change the rules.
What rules did we set? Like, it's not in the code, it's not on the application, like, I don't think people will be upset if they only pay 500.
Yeah,
Cause they seemed upset about the 1,000, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't know,
Might be easy to spread it out.
yeah.
And even
until
if
it
you were
gets
budget,
something.
if you were private budgeting for your own business, I mean, 500 a year,
Yeah,
you'd be budgeting every year instead of saying, okay, I got 1,000 and I skip a year and I have 1,000. I'm just,
and considering our fiscal year is so not calendar year, it's just kind of like, all these dates and years and I don't know.
I don't want to blow back in our face of, hey, things have changed, so we have to go through another public hearing or something like that. I don't want to go there.
It's not in the law.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but it was
fee,
filed with the state, wasn't it?
But the fee's
no,
not
the
in the
fee's
law.
not in the law. The fee's on the
On the
permit.
schedule of
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, that, we left that so that we can, you know,
Right.
yeah.
we can amend it as needed, you know. I don't know, I'm championing for
500 a year every year.
it being
It goes, yeah.
Just might affect Ken and Justin's schedule too, because then they have to come in every year.
Well,
They'll
anyway,
they'll have to pay that other,
Anyway.
that inspection fee every year now as well,
yeah.
so, I mean, I don't.
Well, it shouldn't affect Ken. They have to come in every year anyway to do fire inspection. I mean, financially, I like it. I just don't like having to redo what
There's
was
nothing in the law about, there is.
saying one.
Does it just make reference to the fee schedule?
Yeah.
It definitely references the fee schedule, but it might say something
About every 2 years.
every 2 years. The amounts are not there, you're right.
All right, look, let's take it offline. Let's look at the law. Let's talk about the law. All right. I understand financially it makes sense. I just don't like the idea of changing the rules.
If you have
Pass
to
the
change
law.
the local law, then
Huh?
keep it as is.
I know, right.
But if it's not specific, I prefer it.
Yeah, I understand.
Makes sense.
Anyway.
It might help the homeowner to remember as well, if they gotta come in yearly as opposed to bi-yearly.
Well, that's
Like,
true.
oh, did I do this already?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I
no
just
shit,
did-
I did this in 2004, 2005.
No, yeah.
The permit's valid for 2 years.
Like you pay taxes every year,
Yeah.
you don't pay them every other year.
Yeah.
That
Makes
solves
sense.
it.
Oh, I see. So in other words, it's still a 2-year permit, which you have to do it in two payments. Isn't
Good
it?
idea.
Well, let's think about it. Let's talk about the law. Okay. Okay, so these are all the STR expenses we're talking about.
Yes.
Now, Justin said he had no other expenses other than whatever you guys incurred, let's say for Hago. Is that what's on here?
That may goes in
There you go, any
there. And we
mailings,
could take,
bills.
we could take out the 500 for equipment, I just wasn't sure if at some point you might need something.
I asked him point blank on Monday, what else would you need? And he said, nothing. Huh? No. I think we should take that out.
Okay. Mark?
Hmm?
But I'm,
Okay, and then, inspection CE,
That's just building,
that's building.
like,
got it, and Hagov's in there.
yeah.
And
Okay.
then the STR portion of that
Same
has
kind of thing, okay.
Hago, mailings and trainings.
Well, why is that 3,000? What is that?
Well, there's 1,500 for Hago. 1,000 for mailings, invoicing, postage, paper, that kind of thing. Trying to justify,
Where the top line? Where? 1,000 what?
3,000. It's 3,000 for safety inspection.
Yeah, so
STR.
STR. It's got 1,500 for the Hagov. How much does Hagov cost?
$2,000.
3,000?
2,000.
3,000.
And we were splitting it between STRs, since we're gonna primarily use it for that to begin with, and then,
Okay.
and then
In
building.
the building?
I mean, we can definitely reduce training. I don't know what kind of training you might need. The mailings, we could probably put to 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should change that to 2,000 total.
Okay, so instead of 3 or 2?
Yeah. It's kind of unknown right now, right?
Right, that's why
Yeah.
we're kinda like,
Yeah, let's put it 2.
What about Granicus? It's yearly fee.
Oh, that is yearly?
Well, that's a pass-through, right? We're gonna get a bill, we're reimbursed by the county.
Right, but
Do we need to budget
this
that?
was also confusing.
Yeah.
before,
Yeah,
supposedly.
you should have a subcategory for Granicus.
Okay, fine.
And then add a revenue for Granicus and then.
All right, good.
Exactly.
How much should we assume?
I don't remember.
That was like, it was like $4,000, I have the bill.
37, about that.
Oh, you have the bill? Okay,
I
yeah.
have, do you wanna go get the bill?
No, that's okay, just put a line out for the bill and then. put
So
a
that
revenue.
needs a separate line item, why is that a separate line?
Why not?
So
Where would you put it?
you're gonna do a sub-account for the 3620 for Granicus because we're gonna also do a sub-account in the revenue so that we can track it. And also we can budget in both and it'll be a wash.
Okay,
So
good.
it'd probably be.
So what do you wanna put in there? What?
Whatever she said the bill was.
4087.
4087.
Okay, $1,087.
13 cents.
So is that what it's gonna be next year?
I think so.
You wanna
Well, we
just,
can do it up. We can do
Oh, you wanna jack it up 10%?
41.
It's a pass through though, I don't really care, so whatever you do with the revenue is gonna be,
Alright.
So long as it's below 5,000.
So as long as they're both are the same, that's
Correct.
Yeah.
So like chips, 4,000, and then we need to remember to do revenue.
I put you the,
alright, good.
We'll look at that.
what do you put, 4,000?
Okay. Tennis courts, expenses.
I heard from, or Bob told me, so the courts have been opened.
Yeah.
The
People are out there, I saw people out there.
posts are shot.
Really?
Yeah.
They're leaning?
They had to like,
The ones holding the tennis nets?
yeah. Bob said, I didn't know if he was gonna be here for this. But they kind of rigged it up for hopefully this year. It
Really?
should work, but I think in the longer term, and I talked to Mindy and Carlisle about it, they might need replacement.
Alright, fine, well, we put 4,000 in the reserve for last year, we should do it again this year.
Agreed.
That's where we should go to cover that. Why do we need anything in here at all? Why should we have a line item for expenses if we could use the reserve?
Well, we're not spending money out of the reserve,
This was for the
Surfacing.
resurfacing last year, right? That's why it was here.
Oh, the reserve was for the reserves, future reserving.
What's
There's a line item later on, I assume.
at the
Yeah,
bottom.
that's the reserve.
That's to transfer money into.
But I guess
account.
is there still
And this is
still a little
to,
money in
this
there,
is
that's
for
why it's still there.
expenses. Does that make sense?
Say it again?
So that one line is so that we can move money into,
Oh, okay.
budget to move
When
money
we,
into
when we
the
spend
account.
money, that's what we
And
do.
then we need one to spend.
Oh, okay, fine. So,
maybe not the whole, the net tightening mechanisms. So
Okay.
maybe it's not the whole thing.
alright.
So we don't know how
So-
much they cost.
Alright, so Peter, you decide whether we need to do that, and if so, we would put the expense on that line here, wherever that, lost my track, where
It's
that.
150, wherever that is.
There it is, okay, tennis courts. And we would reimburse from the reserve account, right? Okay.
Or if you know the amount, you can budget for it in that line item and then just reduce your transfer account. If you know you're gonna do it next year.
Okay. You say not this year, but next year?
I don't know.
Alright, fine.
Okay.
We can discuss that next year. We've got the wherewithal now with the account line up to do it.
Right.
Alright.
I have to transfer that stuff, so we for the second part.
Okay.
Just like,
Alright, so you're showing 500, but why does it need to be 500? Why can't it be just like 150?
Where are we looking at?
I'm on, tennis courts expenses.
No, remember we changed it to 150.
we did change it to one.
It is
And
150.
you
Oh,
wrote-
150, okay,
And
fine.
you wrote it in 150.
Good, I wrote 150, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good, let's go ahead.
Zoning,
Mm-hmm,
just kept it the same.
fine,
Planning kept it the same.
okay.
This is litter baskets now, the things that are on Franklin Avenue.
Okay, fine. Trash cans I call them, but okay, fine.
Pick up or
They're
Full
both-
service.
Yeah, the fact they come and pick the
Yeah.
trash along the main drag there. Okay,
Shade tree is the same.
alright, shade sheet, this is, expenses, this isn't a reserve, this is actually expenses.
Mhm.
Right.
And we only spent $29 so far. this is to purchase new trees.
Right.
The reason we haven't spent is because we're using the money we've had from the tree growing.
But don't you wait for, don't you do in like Earth Day in
Yeah, for
April?
April,
Yeah.
that's when I
When you
get
do
the
a
bill.
planting, that's probably gonna
Okay.
be spent there.
Oh, you're saying the $29
Yeah.
and 12 cents are gonna go
I
up
thought you said it was a, we have to have this kind of formula for,
for the Arbor
Arbor
Day.
Day.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 41. Yeah. It's a certain dollar per person in the village. So that's what that is. Okay.
Retirement, we get that number from the state.
Okay. Big jump there.
Yeah, they did go up.
Do you know why that is, Karen? No?
Just, guess maybe they didn't make good investments, I don't know.
Yeah. It's not more than,
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
what?
That tracks.
What? Oh, that's a good. Okay.
Workers' comp went down,
Yeah,
we don't
because,
have that payback.
right. Okay, that's good.
Disabilities, same.
Mm-hmm.
Medical,
Is up 7%. All right. The HRA number. So you're adding 29,500 in.
yeah, according to your sheet, that was 60%.
So Karen, in the past, we've not been adding the full amount,
Right.
right? Every year we have this
We
is
have-
number
We're
of
not
battles.
doing them right
We
now.
only have 7 right now.
There's 7,000 in there right now.
And what, how much of it is budgeted for this to go in there? Or this
What
is
do you
all,
mean?
this is all the HRA, this is just the HRA?
Yeah, she's looking to add 29,500 to it. My question is, do we need to add all that?
Is that the total funding?
No,
or about 60%.
That's 60%.
that's 60%.
That's
Bless me.
I think you just don't know if somebody's gonna use all of theirs or
I
a
know.
couple people use. I think 60% is it is a good amount to put in there.
What have you used years past? There's 22, 23, we used the 10,000.
No, that's what you budgeted.
That's not actual?
No, that's not what was spent. That's what you budgeted to put into that account.
Cause we moved 20,000 over there last year.
It says
We did
24.
24 last year,
24.
yes, and we're at 7,000 right now.
I think we had a sizable rollover amount that first year.
Yeah, right, we had a lot still in there.
So
That's why I wanted to cut down.
That's why it was only 10,000.
But if there's only 7 in there now,
Mhm.
And we're only in March.
yeah, I think you're gonna be.
So how much did we use this year?
Well, if we put 20,
No. How much have we actually spent out of the HRA account?
I can go run the report.
Do we have a operating expense report?
That's not in that part. That the HRA, what was spent out of the account is not enhanced. Like
Right,
it
it's on a
is, but-
spreadsheet,
well, it is, but it's in the balance sheet. It's not in, because it's in a different bank account.
Okay, I'd like to know how much we
Yeah,
spent.
it's not like a check.
I'll show you what I got. Just give me a minute. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes.
Carry over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll roll over for the others as well.
That's why the first year, there was a lot in there, and I didn't wanna go and add a lot to it. And we only had 10,000 after much grief, and that was good enough, we made it through the year. And last year, we had 24,000. Is how I'm reading this, right?
Right.
And now we only got 7,000 left. Let's say by budget end, we'll be 4,000 left.
What's it cover again? Like co-pays,
Yeah.
anything?
Deductibles,
It's a high deductible and then the village covers the HRA.
Does it cover like contact lenses or?
does it cover, I don't know if it covers eyes.
It depends on the year. Sometimes it's included, sometimes.
Glasses, anything that's not covered by
And
insurance?
the deductibles, people's deductibles, they don't pay.
But I don't think it covers things like eyeglasses or,
It does for
and the
children.
dental's left. It does for children?
It does for children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dental,
Dental separate.
orthodontic.
Dental's within no one's done.
No.
I didn't know you needed the info, so it's not up to date. I don't have February in there or March.
Well,
So-
we can update it next time so we can get the information.
Okay, so but let me just, this is what we have, okay, so here's what we're all allowed. So total to be fully funded would be $48,000.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we funded 27,000,
That's what you're showing.
right? Total dispersed up until January was 11,900, so it's showing that there's that much available. I don't have February in here because I didn't know we had today.
Oh, but 11,000 through January?
Yeah, this is what was dispersed, total dispersed.
So January, that's 8
But
months of the year.
We just had like $4,000 this month, like there's a lot.
That's the actual count. So you can see.
So yeah, we just got that taken out.
Cover spouses and dependents.
If you have a family plan, yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys are not, they're all singles. So what is this, what does this say to me, 3,800 is what's in there?
No,
No,
71.
Oh, 71 is what's in there now,
Yeah.
after taking out the 3,800? Okay. So, again, Nicole, you said here we spent through January, which is 8 months of the year, a total of, what, 11,000 you said?
I think that's what I honestly.
12,000, it says.
What was dispersed,
Yeah, total dispersed year to date.
12,000 plus, that was the end of January, so we had all February and March, which
Right.
was taken a lot, yeah. I can update that tomorrow. It's not gonna give you all of March, it'll
No.
give you most of March.
Okay, that's 2/3 of the year. If I multiply that times 50%, I get 16,000, 17,000 for the year.
But it's not, okay.
All right, so that's nominal, I know.
Um,
I just think 29,000 is just heavy.
do you wanna go back to 24?
Yeah, 24. Yeah, I was 24 cents.
That could probably work.
Yeah, I think it will work.
Well, we'll look into, we'll look into it, make
Fine.
sure that we're on track with that.
Again, 11,000 year to date. Multiplied by
January.
50% is 16,000 for the year. And if someone make it 24, that gives you a 50% buffer. I think that's good.
Based on other kind of personnel decisions, that could work.
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right, so this is, you want this back or can I keep this?
You can keep it.
So we're changing that number to 24?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I didn't lose any ground this year. I took it in the chin last year, but, okay. Moving on. The oil spill, that's the 20-year bond we got. There's no extension about that. It's a great interest rate, so I can say.
Yeah, I noticed that.
The retaining wall, saying that's a fixed 10-year bond, principal and interest. Tennis court reserve, we're gonna add another 4,000 for the tennis court reserve, we agreed that last year. All right, so that's got $8,000 total. And that's it for expenses, right? Do you have a total now, or do you have to go back and calculate the total?
Are you looking for a total?
Yeah, is that possible or not? I just wanna know how much we're up over last year's budget of $429,777.
I mean, we're the only things we changed, we zeroed one out, we took 1,000 off of that, and we took 4,000 off of that. Are those any changes? Okay. I have
500, but then we added the 4,000 in for grants.
Yeah, that actually just zeroes out.
Passes through, right,
Right, but it's still part of our.
okay.
$32,785.
432?
432,785.
Okay, that's only like a 1% increase, that's pretty good. Just to make sure, so you reduced the taxes by 4,100, right?
Well,
Taxes
that's already in our number,
That's already there.
we have that in our number, we have the 1,700 in there, so our bottom number says 435, 285, 58.
Oh, I see, okay, fine.
Alright,
And this went down to 432. What did you just say?
Correct, 432,780.
And that includes the 4,000 for Granicus?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
And but
fine.
we took 1,000 off of the STR and then we took 5,500 off.
All right, good.
That was-
So that basically says that
It's
the
about
front office is
3,000.
flat from year to year.
Yeah, but I think we were at 10% for the highway, so.
Okay, fine. That's good. Well, the 10% of the highway mainly is the new dump truck. Right. All right, that's good enough. So let's talk about revenue. That's the last page, right?
Last page and a half, yes.
Oh, there's a back page to it? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so, talk first about revenue.
Okay, the real property tax interest and penalty will get the brunt of that when we get our re-levy from the county. So that 6,000 is probably a good number for that.
Okay,
The distribution by the county, that's Dutchess County sales tax.
Mhm.
And then it's not as easy to estimate that because they used to give us the 4 quarters and now they're just giving us the percentage. So we're being conservative and just adding 5,000.
that should go up though, because they increased the sales tax, so.
Yeah,
It's just a benefit,
I don't know exactly how to estimate that until we go through a year.
That's fine.
Right. Utilities gross receipts tax, we kept that the
It's at
same.
1%, okay, yeah.
We increased the franchise fee, I think by 2%.
That's money we get from Optum for giving them the authority to sell cable within the village, okay?
So the department fees, we pretty much kept the same, going all the way down. The planning board fees, we did increase that to 4,000.
We should, okay.
Because we brought in 3,850 and I think that, there's been more activity there, so.
Is that 4,000 too conservative?
No.
3,800 references the work that, a lot of it was in the old fees, right?
But I
This
don't-
is just planning and zoning. We didn't increase those fees, but they are planning to.
Oh, that's right, they are planning to increase it, right?
Yeah,
Well, it was
it's all
1,200,
project
so
dependent, that's the only,
True.
so.
I
All
guess-
these projects down here, Reardon Bridge, it's just gonna be built $2, right?
Right, but I'm not sure if it's gonna require planning and zoning.
Oh, I see, okay, fine, so we'll see that later?
Yeah,
Okay, good,
yeah.
very good.
So public safety 500, interest in earnings, we went up a little bit. Because I think we underestimated it last year, so we're able to go up with that.
Okay,
So I just got the report that the feds are going to, it's gonna be between 5.25 and 5.5 until close to the end of 2024. They're looking to reduce it by 75 basis points. So I think we're still good
so
for our
as low as
fiscal year.
4.5%, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
we do need to reduce it, that is
Okay.
correct.
All right,
So that's all interest earnings,
Mhm.
then the rental of the water tower, we went up by 2% there. And then building permits, we did 20,000, and again, this is where, we were discussing the, short-term rental, at 10,000, I guess you would say there are 12 to 15 that are allowed in the village.
15 is the max.
15 max.
The problem is if we're gonna do, we're discussing, move it to next fiscal year, this should go to 0. Oh, no, I'm sorry,
No, no,
this would
no.
go to, oh, that's right, okay, that's good. All right.
Also, again, you see kind of the problem if you have 10,000 here, then the following year you only have the couple
Yeah, I understand.
hundreds.
Okay.
So fire inspections 2,000,
Mm-hmm.
and on the last page,
Wait, on here, where's the fee, the permit fees?
Building.
that's the 20,000.
That's the 20,000?
Yeah, and then we need to add the Granicus, I just don't know what to add there.
Okay, yeah, you got that there, okay.
Just on the water tower, you increase it every year? Is that?
It's contractual and
It should go up 2%.
I
Yeah.
haven't
Shouldn't it follow
gotten any
inflation?
increase
no,
for
it's
spring.
contractual, and what happens is, it was Verizon,
Verizon and Sprint or
Sprint.
T-Mobile, and I haven't gotten an increase in T-Mobile in a couple of years.
Well, okay, then, it's like every 4 years they go up, each one of them goes up at a different rate. So we should check the contract to see exactly what's happening. But it's fixed in the contract, it's not inflation, it's just, when you do the contract,
Verizon goes up a couple $100 a year, and that's about it.
Is that right?
But the T-Mobile, the checks, because I get Verizon one check,
okay,
Every
once a
year.
year,
once a year, and that's gone up a couple $100 every year.
all
Got
right,
a good deal.
The Sprint is not, it's been the same for a while.
yeah, okay.
But I don't know if that's something that you're supposed to, agree. Yeah,
No, actually, it's fixed for like 25 years or something, each contract. And we just did the Verizon one back when Ron was the mayor.
right.
So that's good for whatever. I don't, the T-Mobile, I'll check and see when it expires. It's gonna be in the next few years.
Yeah, the phone company might expire before then.
Just,
Their fees certainly don't stay the same every year.
who knows?
Well, maybe not. And we have portable cell service for the
So,
town would be right there.
Yeah.
Well, it goes up a lot. It goes up
Two
like,
bars.
in,
It's this
every
one.
4 years it goes up, it was like 12% or 15%, something like that.
Okay.
It's a fixed thing, it goes like this,
Yeah,
Yeah.
matter.
yeah. And they offset, I think one time Verizon's paying a little more than T-Mobile, back and forth. That's just where the contracts were set up.
So on the last page, we have the state aid, and that has not changed in about
VA payment, yeah, okay,
the
sure,
same for 10 years.
okay. Mm-hmm.
And then the state aid mortgage tax, I think 25 is a good.
I was gonna ask you about that, because the two that we just collected this year, each payment, the one in December, one in June, was like 5,000 short from the year before. So like, we're short.
But we only have two payments, and if we already received 15,000,
Right,
so I think 9,000 is.
So the 25
I
point,
think we're,
That's
that's
conservative.
what we should, no, we had one in June and we had one in December. And the previous year, the one was 14,000 and then one was 10, this one was 10 and then 5. And I don't know why.
I think one comes out in April.
I've never reported one in April, I thought I went back, I can double check, but just,
Okay, we'll take a look at the mortgage tax.
okay. I just didn't know why they were short.
so can you figure out what's the difference, I wanna know how much the revenue has changed. And so we need to look at the current year original budget. See the bottom line was 1.4 million?
That's not an easy one to do.
Well,
because-
can we just subtract the
Oh,
1089?
subtract the tax?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that.
I wanna know how far off this 344, 910 is.
Where's that that shows the differences, is there a big idea? No?
So that, for last year would be 327,603.
Alright, so it went up, 18,000.
I think you added, did you add a few more categories?
Well, the SDR is 10,
Well, we added 5 for the mortgage tax also,
okay.
and we did 2, the franchise fee went up, and we increased the planning board fees quite a bit, so. And we increase some of the interest earnings, so yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Then, also the good news is we got the, assessed valuation from the county, and the assessed valuation has gone up 1.74 million. So that's helpful in
Okay,
calculating.
so how much do we have available to increase the expenses?
So, Sarah and I went through the New York State website and did, our calculation for the tax levy. And to stay under the tax cap, you have $23,901 that you can increase by the whole budget expense.
Okay, so that means that 23,901, we can add 18,000 increase in revenue, right?
That's the difference, so you kinda need to do the whole, that's the difference in the levy from this year to last year,
Yeah.
so it depends when you finish doing personnel and you finish all the expenses and then we take our revenue without the taxes in it and we'll do that calculation probably at the next meeting.
Yeah, but let me just go back what I said. You just told us the revenue in the current budget minus the tax levy is $327,600.
Right.
And if I subtract that from the total revenue we just went through, $344,910,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do that.
17,307.
Oh, it's just 17.3, okay, 17.3. All right, so we can, to the 23,901, which is what the tax cap allows, we can add this additional revenue.
Right.
So
I
then we have,
see what you're saying,
so
yeah.
we have 40,000
Yes.
of growth we could see in the total expense budget
Correct.
and still be within the tax cap.
Correct.
Okay.
Previous years what we received, I don't know how.
Now, what you don't see here is the effect of us billing the town for the contract to provide fire rescue service. All right?
The budget.
Yeah, so what happens is we take the total expenses that we heard from the fire rescue guys, multiply that by 85.4%, which is their portion of the assessed value, and that's the bill we give them. So that'll show up also as an added to the revenue line.
Like you were saying, you have to plan on pretty much everything though, because they pay it right up front, and then anything that's more expensive at the end is on us, right?
Well, what it said is that, yeah, we budget with the fire rescue, and we need to keep their feet to the fire to meet the budget, because everything up until the budget max is reimbursed 85.4% by the town. Everything above the max is 100% paid by the village. All right. Okay. Any other questions about this? We all set? All right. So you'll roll up the total expenses we've seen from all the different A funds, minus the salaries, and bring that to next week's meeting, and then we'll have an executive session and go through salaries first. Bring those details back to you to put into the database, and then we can see what the total looks like. All right.
Okay, so we'll just keep the spreadsheet up on Nicole's computer.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want, I mean, there's no reason to bring a laptop if we don't have anything. But, and then when you guys come out of executive session,
Mm-hmm.
then we will update those line items, but we'll give you all the salary line items and what they're for, so you can just go through those. Then we'll update those and we'll have.
Give me tell me again. You give me
It's like, we'll just give you, when you go in.
all the PS lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
All the-
Okay. Fine. Right. Good. All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. I'll make a motion. We adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Thank you.